that claim to be the work of God. And that is the basis of the sacred work that they call the Torah. The Torah is so sacred that a religious Jew cannot say Torah. He says, Torah. He almost trembles when he says it. It prescribes every goddamn thing you could imagine. What to eat, what to drink, what to do, what to dress, what to make love, everything you could think of. You 623 commandments for daily living. And most Christians have not have only refuted part of it. The dietary laws are insane. What to eat, what to not eat, what to combine. Now,
he wants to show you Disneyland.
What is that?
That's at Disneyland.
I know, I'm asking him.
What's that, Adam? You want to show mine, so tell him. What's that? Huh?
Anyway, they came up with some very famous stories. One was that the Jewish nation was enslaved by the Egyptians. You've heard that. And then Moses was a Charlton Heston, one of the two. led them out.
To freedom.
Led them out. And
walked through the desert for 40 years.
40 years, yeah. And so they worked so hard to look for evidence in the desert, in that Sinai desert, for anything, any preservation of any metals, material, nothing. They've never found anything to confirm that story. And with the Jewish religion, it's like a centerpiece, you see, and so on. Okay, then the other thing was the 10 Commandments.
15.
Well, 15 originally. The 10 Commandments, what happened to them? The original 10 Commandments written they disappeared. What happened to the Ark of the Covenant that carried them? It disappeared. But I'll tell you one of the funniest things. The Jews had a temple. And inside the temple, there was a room and a room and a room and a room. And there was finally a little tiny room that was so sacred that only the chief rabbi could go there for 5 minutes a year. They called it the Holy of Holies. So when the Romans conquered Jerusalem, this is about 160 BC, the head general there said, "What's all this nonsense?" And he demanded to see it. And he walked up, and of course they tried to stop him, and he just had his soldiers kill people. And he went up to see the Holy of Holies. And what do you think was in the room?
Nothing.
Nothing. It was an empty room. So the whole religious enterprise is like a comedy show. I mean, you have to. It's a joke. Then they had all that nonsense about finding the cloak of Jesus, But the radioactive dating has exposed the frauds. You can't present something and say this was the rock.
Well, but to believers that doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, but it matters to the true believers, maybe not. But the whole thing is so questionable.
That's the whole thing. They have faith in it. That's all they need. They don't need evidence.
Yeah, they don't. Or they'll say that faith. But still. But yet they'll try to support it with evidence where they can find the evidence.
Only if it works in their favor.
That's right. Yeah.